What's up, guys? Welcome back to Castlevania. This is episode 2, and here we are, continuing on the trail to make Simon be the defeater of the #1 enemy in all of video games, Dracula. So first we gotta take out more of the midgets. We got our fully upgraded whip, so taking out midgets should be a piece of spring cake. Uh-oh, but this one thinks he can run away. I hate when they think they can run away. Oh, I just wasted one of my bottles of Coca-Cola, because I already killed that skeleton. Alright, so now we go up the secret stairs, we throw a bottle to get the heart, and check this out. I'm surrounded by enemies, but they're no match for Simon, because Simon is the coolest video game guy in the whole world, and I am an adversary to all evil. Ooh, I jumped on top of that skeleton, but he couldn't get me. Oh, that was close. I almost grabbed the axe, which I like the axe, but I think I like the Coca-Cola better. Alright, so now we move forward in the cavernous dungeon of Count Dracula. More Masudas, so what we do is, these ones actually, if you just walk forward, they don't even hit you. So you can just proceed up on the path. And now that we're up here, we can hit more candles. I wonder if Simon ever gets tired of hitting candles. If you stop there and do some crouching, you get a secret. The crouching is pretty funny. So now we have the heart. I forgot you can't crouch under those. But if you time it right, you can whip them with your whip. That was close. One more hit and I would have died. But we're not gonna die today. We have a quest to fulfill for the Dracula castle. This still might be the best music in the game. I wonder what attracts all these ravens to Dracula's castle. If I were a raven, I think I would go somewhere else. Probably somewhere where there'd be nice food to eat. Guys, if you were a raven, where would you go? So now we proceed forward on the path again, and this time we have to... The thing about the game that might be a little frustrating to some players is that you have to collect a new upgraded whip every time you die, which can be bad because before you upgrade your whip, it's all short like this. See, normally I'd be able to reach the skeleton from afar away, but because I have the normal whip, I can't. Sometimes I wonder one day if skeletons might come to life, for real. I wonder what I would do. I almost got hit by another Masuda, but you know me. Uh-oh, I got hit by another head. And just when I was saying you know me, egg on my face for being all confident. I gotta remember that the arc of my jump doesn't coincide with the arc of the ravens. You count 6 times, and that's how many hits it takes. Sometimes you can just shake the ravens right off of you. Like that. Oh, but this raven's feisty. He won't go away. 1, 2. 1, 2. This is a game of counting. 4, 5, and we got him. All adventurers beware, for Castle of Dracula's up there. Alright. Maybe I keep dying, but life's all about you keep dying, because eventually you will live. And guys, I apologize if sometimes the words that I say come out a little strange. They make sense to me. 3, 4, 5, 6! It's fun to count in a game with Dracula. This skeleton's being a standoff. So now we proceed forward. More Masudas get in the way. But I have a special item that can deal with the evils of Count Dracula. That's called my trusty Simon Whip. Simon, you're the greatest warrior the world has ever seen. And now we fight the two mummies. I wonder if the two mummies are brothers, or maybe they're married, or what? The two mummies aren't that hard, as long as you know what you're doing. If you whap them with your whip, you can actually get them pretty fast. And now you collect the magic circle, and it goes on. When I was a kid, I used to joke that the magic circles were actually cookies, and that Dracula stole your cookies, and you have to steal your cookies. Hey guys, I'm back. I had to take a quick little gamer break, but sure enough, we did beat the level. So now we're on to level 4. The thing about level 4 is that it's very challenging, particularly because these bats come out and they can hit you into the water like so. And we got a game over, but luckily we just began the level. Oh, there was a big heart there that I could have gotten, but I did miss it instead of getting it. But luckily the bat didn't hit us this time. Oh, but I did fall into the water. Egg on my face. So we get the big heart, and then we'll wait for the bat to come by so we can whap him good. And now that we got the cable, we can go. Alright, we have the fully equipped whip. And we can use our powers, but avoid the fishmen, because they fire at you. Does anyone else think that the holy water is a very good item in this game? Now you gotta be careful for the stalactites, you gotta duck under them. All while avoiding the fishmen from above. It's almost as if there's a big challenge that is avoiding you from getting to the Dracula portion of his castle. So now we got to here. We avoided I'm sorry. We avoided all of the bats, but now we're in the section that I like to call Flight of the Midgets. And here's why. As you can see, there's birds and all of them have midgets, but there's a strategy to avoid the midgets. So when the midgets in front of you, you whip them right before they hit the ground, but when the midgets behind you, you throw a fireball and it gets trapped in the fire hall that's behind you, but make sure the midgets don't catch up to you because that can be a very bad outcome for you. And make sure you run forward as soon as that bone dragon appears, because that way you can avoid the bone dragon at all costs. So now we're in the secret lair of the twin bone dragons, as I like to call it. Make sure you avoid that dagger, because the dagger, as you remember, I don't like the dagger. I think that other items such as the holy water is better than the dagger. Now these guys is tough to beat, because they fire a fireball at you, and you have to whip the fireball at just the right time, otherwise they destroy you. But luckily there's a chicken in the wall there. I hope soon to read your all answers about what you would do if you saw a real-life chicken in the wall. I really can't wait to see them. Speaking of the bone dragon, here he is again, back to deliver more trouble and make it double. Speaking of double, we just got the triple shot. So all we have to do is head in and fight this. The midget on a Frankenstein? Whoever saw a funnier sight than that? And because we have the secret bottle, we can defeat him instantly and get the Dracula cookie once more. Wasn't that easy? Now we get to move on to the stage that I think might be the hardest stage so far in the game. And that's starting at stage 13, which is also known as Block 5. As we can see on the map, we've gone all the way to that part of Dracula's castle. But our worst enemy starts off the nightmare of the map. And now we have no choice but to keep going on the perilous adventure of Simon Belmont. Uh-oh. Do you see how that skeleton throws his bones at us? That's not good the way he does that. He could hit us. Luckily, with the power of timing on our side and good work, we can go ahead and get the win. But not before getting the treasure. Make sure to avoid that dagger. Meanwhile, you can do your Simon dance. Look at how I can do the Simon dance to the music. It's a world of fun. Now we proceed forth. Here's a secret. Against the wall you will walk, and up from the ground you will find an extra life. Who would have known that you could get an extra life just by only doing that? Be careful for these red piles that might look like candy on the ground. It's not actually candy. It's actually a skeleton that will rise from the grave to pursue you with its powerful bones. Who keeps hiding all this chicken in the wall, I wonder? On to the next area. Be careful for the midget men. These guys throw axes. I like to call them Axemans. Be sure not to pick up that axe. You don't want to spoil your Coca-Cola. How many stairs does this guy's house have? Guys, how many stairs does your house have? Now we proceed and we keep hitting the jelly piles. This gentleman better not get in my way no more. I burned him to death. I wouldn't want to get burned to death. But because it's a video game, I'm okay with burning people. Isn't it kind of strange how the things you wouldn't be okay with in real life, you might be okay with in a video game? I always thought that the red skeletons were easier to deal with than the regular white ones. Uh-oh. You remember our old friend, the Bone Pillar? He fires 2 shots at you, but if you fire 6 shots at him, you can get him for sure. Now, the holy water I always call the best item, but the boomerang cross is the one that I like to use the most in this area here. Uh-oh. And now we proceed forward in the area that everyone calls the very hardest in the whole game. Some people call it the hallway of death. I call it the hallway of life because it's where I lose all of my lives every time I play the game. So what you can do is while the Masudas come at you, you can actually just fire your boomerang cross one at a time, and the Masudas can't do nothing to you. So now we're back again, but this time we have the double shot, meaning it's double easy to take out this knight. Now when the boomerang goes past him, that means you've surefire done it. And now we're on to Death himself! Be careful the way he throws his scythes at you. I wouldn't want to get hit with a scythe. I've heard it's a farming tool. Have any of you actually seen someone use it as a farming tool? I've only seen the Grim Reaper use it as a death tool. Uh-oh. Well, he got us, but maybe we'll get him next time. Guys, thank you so much for watching. This has been the Castlevania Episode 2 of Sheriff Mucus Let's Play channel. Thank you so much.